The night was unnervingly quiet when it happened. I was at home reviewing documents for the ranch's easement and security upgrades when I heard the unmistakable sound of handcuffs clicking against metal. My heart skipped a beat, but not for fear. I knew the law, I knew my rights, and I knew exactly how to respond. Two men, dressed as HOA officers, had attempted to handcuff me, claiming I was in violation of arbitrary neighborhood rules. Their confidence was staggering. They truly believed they could intimidate someone into submission, someone who understood every nuance of law enforcement. I remained calm. "You are trespassing," I said, standing slowly, deliberately, letting my presence fill the room. "You have no legal authority here. Step back." One of them, clearly nervous, pressed on, waving a fake badge and shouting about enforcement actions and citations. That's when the critical detail came into play. I had already called 911, reporting suspicious activity and confirming that emergency services were en route. Every word they spoke was being recorded, and their every move was being logged in real time. The intruders froze as my phone rang on the counter, a live line to the local authorities. They heard it and realized the jig was up. I calmly gestured to the recording device. "Everything you are doing is being documented. Any further action will be treated as impersonation, trespass, and illegal detention." The tension was palpable. The two men glanced at each other, panic beginning to replace their arrogance. They had assumed I would react with fear or confusion. Instead, I stood composed, prepared, and fully aware of every legal and tactical option available. Then came the subtle shift. One of the men, desperate to salvage the situation, reached toward me. Max lunged instinctively, teeth bared, forcing him back. The other realized they had underestimated the situation entirely. I was prepared, trained, and legally armed with authority. Within minutes, police arrived, alerted by the 911 call. The imposters were detained immediately, their false badges and fabricated documents examined. Officers confirmed their lack of authority and began documenting their attempt to illegally handcuff a private citizen. Karen, of course, had orchestrated this from afar, believing her influence would intimidate me. She did not anticipate the perfect storm: preparation, legal authority, documentation, and real-time law enforcement verification. Her plan had not just failed, it had unraveled spectacularly. As the imposters were escorted away, I spoke calmly to the arriving officers. They attempted to detain me illegally, impersonating law enforcement. All actions have been recorded, and I am fully cooperating. Every detail, from the sound of the handcuffs to the gestures and words of the intruders, was meticulously logged. Later that evening, Sarah and I reviewed the footage. Every angle captured the full sequence of events: the trespass, the attempted handcuffing, Max's defensive reaction, and my calm assertion of authority. The HOA, already frustrated by prior incidents, received formal documentation, ensuring Karen could no longer manipulate her influence to target us without facing severe legal consequences. By nightfall, the ranch was once again peaceful. Max curled at my feet, alert but relaxed, while Sarah and the children enjoyed the calm security of home. The imposters had been neutralized, the threat removed, and the lesson delivered. Audacity without authority can be dismantled swiftly, decisively, and legally. The events of that night cemented an unshakable truth: preparation, vigilance, and calm authority render intimidation powerless. Karen and her associates had learned, in no uncertain terms, that the law protects those who know it, and that audacity without legitimacy invites consequences far beyond expectation. The ranch, the family, and our peace were safe. The HOA's false enforcers had been exposed, humiliated, and held accountable, and the precedent was clear. No one crosses boundaries with impunity when faced with knowledge, preparation, and unwavering resolve.